I'm Rob Jelly, this is BBC Upload, and the final uploader I wanted to catch up with is a man who always motivates me with his energy and words. Singh from Grays, motivational speaker, writer, presenter, campaigner, author. I mean, the list goes on. So Jag and I sat down to chat recently to discuss his goals for 2025. But also, how do you describe yourself when you meet someone new?
I would like to leave this world a better place than I found it. During my childhood, I had a tough time, surrounded by racism, bullying and everything. And since I was 8 years old, I made myself a promise, and that was I'm going to make this world a much better place than what I found it. And that's a mission which, during my childhood, I didn't get to accomplish. When I got to a certain age, when I got to 18, 19, I thought, do you know what? Let's go for it. Let's make it happen. And I started writing. I've been writing for almost 30 years. I mean, get me right, the first book I wrote was total crap. I didn't understand it. Then I was that's all about learning, the learning process, We can all do something, try something. If it doesn't work out, we've got two choices, Rob. One, we give up. Or two, we find another way of doing it. I fail. Everybody fails, and failure is a teacher. I failed in so many things, but I didn't give up, and now I can happily say that I'm on the verge of releasing my book as a paperback, and for me, that's a dream come true.
It's not always easy to follow the plan, and a lot of people who work in creativity or do it as a hobby, do set themselves goals and plans, and that's kind of the purpose of the show. This week, start the new year off, kind of look ahead, see what we want to achieve by the end of 2025. And sometimes the plan does go awry. Sometimes you have to completely rewrite the plan from scratch, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it happens, and you've just got to kind of keep going. And I will never forget Kaizen, the words you taught me on a previous conversation we had about just sort of keep going, keep moving forward, make one step towards the thing you want, and to make it better, to achieve more, and whatever, keep growing ultimately. And certainly for here on BBC Upload about that, within that creativity.
See, Rob, I believe that everybody in their heart of hearts, everybody has a plan, everybody has a wish, everybody has a goal. But you know what? Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
And life does get in the way. Of course it does. There's challenges come across. You have to go out there and work. You have to go and do this. And life gets in the way. But the biggest thing that I have learned over these years is baby steps.
Yeah.
Whatever your goal is, start with baby steps. Don't think of a big mammoth task. I mean, when I started writing my book, I didn't think I was getting a Pulitzer Award straight away. I would have to learn. I have to learn throughout the years. But again, small steps. If somebody wants to start writing that book, just write a little paragraph. Just write a little sentence. Let's write something every day, and schedule that time aside just to do that. And that includes meditation, includes yoga. I mean, I do yoga, but I don't do no serious yoga, just basics. And I'm learning. Started about 6 months ago, and meditation is a great one. I mean, it shows you how to just cut off the world and be with yourself, live in the moment, especially at this day and time, Rob.
Yeah.
Because everybody's life is hectic. You've got to take the kids, pick the kids up, do this, got to do that show, got to write that schedule, got to contact that person. Everybody's life's hectic. And I'm finding the more I'm meditating, I'm realising how erratic this world is. And people are saying to me, Jag, do you know, like we had any challenge that comes across. I learned a long time ago that it's how you deal with things, your mindset. And when someone comes up to me with a big challenge, guess what, Jag, this has happened. And my response is always, okay, we'll deal with it. They're like, well, Jag, why are you so calm? Well, I said, listen, you've got a choice.
Yeah.
You have a choice. If you panic, if you get stressed out, if you let that anxiety button hit you, oh my God, the kids just dropped that glass on the floor and smashed it. Oh my, the drama around it, you don't need it. Get rid of the drama and start thinking of the solution.
It's no more. Sometimes it's no more complicated than that.
This happened to me the other day. I was sitting down there and I'm thinking, right, I've just started jogging around the block and I sat there, and I've done it about 5-6 times, and it's quite an achievement at my age. I'm thinking I'm nearly 55 now, and I'm thinking, I've got to do this. So anyway, I've done it about 6 times, and yes, I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to run around the block in a minute before I do my main workout. And I thought, I've got to get up, got to put my trainers on. Do you know what, Rob? Within 2 seconds thinking about that Elon Musk thing I just told you, I was running around the block.
Yeah.
I was gone. I was done. And sometimes that's what we just need to do. We need to just grab the moment and say to ourselves, let's just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Someone sitting out there listening right now is thinking about, do you know what? I wanted to do this 5 years ago, but I've never done it. I want to do meditation. I want to do yoga. Just do it.
I knew full well when chatting to you about setting goals, like for your especially your creativity, that you'd have all sorts of positivity, towards this and positive thoughts towards it. So, quick question then about the year gone by. Did you have any creative goals for 2024 other than perhaps the book that you've got coming out soon?
It's more personal now. Now, I'm not going to sound selfish here, but I've reached a point in my life now I've got to take care of number one, but I've got to take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, my family, my work, everything will get affected. Okay, and then this applies to everyone. Everybody needs to start thinking of themselves, set goals for themselves. Okay, I've got goals about writing a book and converting my book into a film soon and blah, blah, blah. There you go, that's fine. But more importantly, first of all, we've got to take care of ourselves. So my goal was to just put some stuff aside and start finding different ways of how I can make myself feel better.
Yeah.
That's a question we need to ask ourselves almost every day. How do I feel? And as I said to you before, Rob, I'm looking around me now. I'm seeing how erratic people are. People just need to chill out, relax, think about themselves, Okay, you got to wash those dishes. You got to wash those clothes, but they will get done. Yeah. Sometimes just chill out, take it easy. But on the same token, if you want something in life, you're going to have to work hard for it. There is no other way around it. But chilling yourself out, you're going to come back and you're going to start writing that book with much more self-esteem and power than you've ever had before, because you're more focused, because you're having the right vitamins, you're more focused because you've done that workout and you're feeling good for it. And that's so important, Rob, feeling good, especially this day and time.
BBC Upload.
BBC Upload.
Upload is a great way to reach a new audience with my spoken word poetry.
The best in new comedy, poetry and spoken word.
BBC Upload, the home of creatives and your chance to be seen and heard on the BBC. Whatever goals you have for yourself this year, creative or otherwise, be kind to yourself. You're allowed to bad day, but you're also allowed to just do it. Not my words, although I did just say that, so technically they are my words. But the words of my final guest uploader this week, Jag Singh, who I asked the same question to as all of my guests this week. What's the best thing you've made in the last 12 months?
I have achieved the fact that I'll be actually holding my paperback in my hand and saying, I have written a book. A boy that couldn't even read or write when he was 13. And this one goes out to everyone out there. I learned everything, Rob. I sat there, I studied it, I worked hard, I spent hours at it. So the biggest achievement I've got, Rob, is that I'm very soon going to be turning my book into an actual paperback, which I hold in my hand and say, despite all the racism, all the bullying, all the mental health issues I've had in my life, I've written a book. And to me, that's a big achievement.
And if you thought his passion for positivity and creativity was high now, you wait till he's got a copy in his hand. He's going to be insufferable. He's going to go on and on and on about it. And I just cannot wait for that moment, Jay, because I know so many people in the creative arts, circle that work their absolute bum off. And you are one of them, and you really thoroughly deserve to have something you can hold and kind of call your own. But you very much echo something I say often on BBC Upload, is that no one can stop you from doing it. No one needs to give you permission. There are ways of having your book printed so you have a physical copy. And once you've made a book, that's it. You've made a book. It can't be undone. That cannot be, unmade. Once you've done it, you've done it. And no one, you don't need someone to say, oh, you're now an author because you've got a book. Make a book, you're an author. Make a film, you're a filmmaker. It really is that simple. The other thing I'm trying to make sure that I do going forward, Jag, in 2025 is to share creatives with creatives. So I would like to know if you've discovered anyone new, any new artist of any format in the last 12 months that you would like to give a mention to now.
Let me see, Rob. Yes, there is. Rob Green. He's an amazing person. He is I would ask everyone to Google up Rob Green. This guy, he's a speaker. He's done acting. He's done this. Now he's written lots and lots of books. And Rob Green was a guy who had a heart attack when he was actually working part-time, doing bits and pieces. and they had to rip his shirt off to give him cardiac arrest, etc. Yeah, and up to now, whenever he does a speak or when he goes into interviews, he still wears that shirt. He's patched it up and everything, and he wears it to remind him how important life is. And this guy is such an amazing speaker. I'd advise everyone out there to Google him, read his stuff. And you know what? I have read so many motivational books in my life ever since I was 18, 19. And this guy has woken me up. And you know what? It just shows something, right? That nobody ever knows it all. Nobody ever knows everything. There's a man that comes up to me and says, or the woman comes to, they know everything. They don't. We learn until the day we go off this planet. Yeah. And I am always looking for new ways, I mean, my motivational level is right up to my head. You know, it's just something that naturally happens. And the amazing thing is, Rob, that I'm actually seeing this with my children now. It's like the other day, my daughter was sitting on the sofa and I'm out there doing the punching bag for about 10 minutes. And as I walked away, she said, "Oh, I'll go on after you." We inspire people by our actions. And especially as parents, if you're not working or if you're not doing the right thing in life, you can't ask your children to do it. So as parents, we have to be walking examples, and not only to our children, to our friends, the people we work with. We have to be that example. Why you? Why do you have to be that example, Jay? Well, I'm sorry, I want to be that example so I can inspire people that won't even know I've inspired. Yeah. When you start inspiring people when you don't even know you're inspiring, and that's where you're getting that right thing out of kindness, your attitude towards people, the way you talk. And Rob Green, I'm not too much about him. I'm going to say people out there, the listeners out there, go and Google Rob Green, and this guy's amazing.
Jag, where can people find you online? Because I always come away from chatting to you with such energy for the next idea I've got, or a project that I've just got off the ground, or something else that's kind of bumbling away in my mind. I want more people to find you and to be able to spread the word. That's kind of what I want 2025 to be for BBC Upload, is sort of sharing creatives with creatives. Where's the best place to find you?
Okay, well, for schools, colleges, universities, if they want me to come along and have a motivational chat about life goals, etc., they can all contact me on my BT account, Jag Singh, SINGH 70 at btinternet.com. That's Jag Singh 70 at btinternet.com.